you go. Cool. All right, so today we're going to do two techniques only. So when you got to be a really this person's got to be a really good partner today, where they've got to help you at the same time doing the technique. And those that were here on Thursday morning, they know the techniques we're going to do. So this person's got to be a really, really good partner today and create tension, because the tension is what loads up this move today. So we're going to go from when you're looking to pull guard on the person. So I'm going to get a cross grip, okay, and then I'm going to sit. So I'm going to come into the gentleman, get the cross grip, okay, get the cross grip, put my hand towards the floor to sit. But as I sit to the floor, this guy, he doesn't like it. He doesn't want to borrow my guard game. He doesn't want me to pull him into the guard game. Does that make sense? So as he starts pulling me forward, I kind of load myself up here. So at first what we want to do as well is see how I'm on this stance here. So just relax, I don't slingshot you here. I should be like that drill that you do down the mat. You should be like this, that. Can you see how my frame is really nice and tight here today? So what we want to make sure as well is that our elbow and our knee are really close to each other. We don't want to open like this, or open like that, because you're open to counters after that. And keep your elbow on your knee here, okay? And you want to keep your knee between their legs. So your right leg is going between their legs, going between their legs, okay? Not on the outside or inside. Not your whole body in the middle. Okay, your body can be in the middle, but you should be starting leaning to the outside. So from the get-go, again, I get the collar, put my hand to the floor like I'm here. And then look, it's like I'm gonna pull guard with this gentleman. Keep my hand here. So now look, he's a good partner, he's starting to run away from me. So he's loading up tension here. He's loading the tension up. So what I need to do from here is this, I need to make sure that my elbow isn't bent. I need to wait till he loads me into full extension of my arm. But again, look, my knee is helping protect my own arm here. Okay, I need a full extension because he's pulling me this direction now. So your hand that was here, when he starts pulling you, you put your hand beside your body, look out like on a 45 degree here, and then load your weight through your foot and your hand, and then open your hips to the outside. So you're going to go out this direction. I'm going to pull my elbow to my own hip as I change my hips. So as he's going backwards, I can drag the person to the side. So what I don't want to do when I do this as well, so I'm facing you guys, is when you're loading like this, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have my hand too far behind me because I'm propping myself up. I don't want to be propping myself up. He's propping me up by pulling me. So let him extend you. He's going to almost catapult you so your hand goes from behind supporting you to up to beside you, okay? And then don't do this out here with your elbow, because you're going to put him out there. I don't want him out there, I want him beside me. So when you come out to the side with your foot, you're lifting like you're going to do a technical stand-up. You're pendulum in your body here, this. And as you change your hips, you're going to pull your elbow underneath you. That way he'll land here and close to you. You don't have to chase him then. Okay. Is there any questions from here? Yes.
Yeah, just when you're doing the initial guard pull
yes.
to set this up,
yes.
Is there anything you're doing to kind of disincentivize him from just jumping over the top? Like as you go to do the pull,
yep.
He's pulling back, right? What's
yep.
stopping him from just charging in here?
Yeah, so look, with most guard pulls, people don't want to engage in the guard pull. Do you know what I mean? Or they don't want to engage in the guard, they want to pass. Do you know what I mean? But to pass, to actively look to start to pass, you have to put your shoes into the mat. You have to dig your weight in. So you have to actively just go, no, I want to stop, base, and then look for the guard pass. You can't just be like, I'm like this, and then the guy goes to pull guard, and I'm going to come over here, because you have intent, but no base, no base at all. So you've got to start with your footwork. Most people will stop with their hips and their legs, then look for their hands and their grips. So straight away, this is why you're going to go like this. Straight away and keep this guarded here. So even if he comes towards you, worst case scenario, you can sit towards your back and raise your foot up, and then raise the other foot up, and you'll be able to play a guard game. So that's a very good question. So wherever you are here, because we're also as well, kittens, is we're playing with the intention that the person, both you players are like guard players. So you're really low. Does that make sense? You're really, really low. The other guy's like, I don't want you to pull guard. And if he doesn't want me to pull guard and he wants to pass guard, he can't just be standing up here like this. No, he's got to be like here so he can be really fast on the guard pass. So wherever I am with this person, in, look, does that make sense? Here. Now, when he starts to disengage in me, I start to look out, look, see how I'm loading myself up? Don't load with this too. Wait till he pulls you to full extension, because look, he's pulling you up basically. Does that make sense? He's pulling you up. So from here, when he starts to pull you up, put your weight into your foot, full extension, look. He's basically lifting me up. So here, he backs out, weight out to the side. You can either start chasing the back or you'll be able to come straight up. Depends on this gentleman here. There's one thing as well, if you notice that with Jimmy, is that like, he's not trying to crash with his hands too. Do you know what I mean? You should all learn that from a young age, that if you fall off something with your hands, the first thing to go is like your hands and your wrists. Do you know what I mean? So we all ended up picking gravel out of our hands when falling off skateboards. We've all done that when we were younger. So even here, Jimmy's like, he's going forearms. Does that make sense? It's a way easier crash for him. And he has the ability to turn off that as well. Is there any questions at all? Yes, right?
If you have a larger opponent, when they're going like backwards to start pulling, if you're a lot lighter and they're very enthusiastic, would you just sort of scoot your butt forward to then time it right?
Yeah. There's a second part to this as well, hey? Like there's a second part to this as well, where like your range game might not be the greatest range, and also they go, oh, I don't want to engage in your range so much. So there's a second part to this as well that helps with that question as well. But I always think the more I kind of pull on them, the more they'll try and run away. So again, like you've got to be a really good partner today and start to run away. Does that make it? Start to put it in reverse and start to back away. Today it helps the person a lot. Okay, so I'll do it again. Would you like to see a different angle? Yeah, okay, I'll go like 45. So I'm here, okay, I get the collar, I sit to the guard, I'm gonna pull the guard on this guy, put my foot on his hip. Okay, but he goes, no, I don't want to bar this. I'll let him load me up and then to the side. Okay? Questions at all? Okay, let's give it a shot, all right? 1, 2, 3.